the Rick and Dave Comic Book Hour.
So she's hanging out with a werewolf and a witch, right?
Yeah. And they're following Kane around, who's trying to...
Yeah, that is a cool storyline,
yeah.
Wasn't it, with Kane as a...
Yeah, as an immortal, and he's still...
Walking around
and so forth, and yeah, he's still around and creating trying to bring the end of the world faster so he can... Well, you should tell him now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's a cool concept with Cain.
Yeah.
Using someone from the Bible like that and having him still be alive and him still want, her trying to stop him from doing it.
Well, we're already talking about Vampirella number 10. Welcome to Rick and Dave's Comic Book Hour. And as we were just discussing, Cain from Cain and Abel in the Bible story, which you all should know about, is still wandering the earth, and as an immortal in here. And I guess one of Vampirella's jobs is to find these immortals and stop them from bringing a early destruction to the earth. I guess is basically what they're trying to do. So he's teamed up with a couple other characters in here to do that. And Vampirella's...
His son, right? His son and
yeah,
somebody else.
But
Vampirella's hanging out with a werewolf and a witch. So
yeah,
they're helping her.
Not 100%. I haven't read a Vampirella comic in a while, but so yeah, they got those two characters she's working with. Apparently, they're in some sort of organization to do that. But so looks like Kane's been going around different places of the world and poisoning the food, and then making everybody go nuts.
Yep.
And then it just kind of spreads. And
makes them look like zombies.
Yeah, it makes
they're
them
eating
kind
people,
of,
aren't they? Eating each other too.
Yeah, they're killing each other and doing all kinds of nasty crap, and they just go bonkers. And
does it spread through the bite, or just the food?
I think it was the food. And
but anyway, yeah, like Dave was saying, he's poisoning the people and trying to.
Yeah, I think once one gets infected, then they go around and they can infect the others. And so forth. So they had to do some magic and
oh yeah, and get and reverse
to cleanse.
The witch was able to.
Yeah, she was able to stop the curse or purge the poison or whatever that was poisoning everybody. So.
But this is the new series written by
Nancy A. Collins.
Yeah, by Nancy Collins, and she's doing a good job on this book. I mean, the last series was okay, and I liked it, but this one, and even Dave agrees that this is like a good story going on in Vampirella, and so that's why we were reviewing it. So if you're not picking it up and you got room for one more book, I'd recommend Vampirella.
Yeah.
If you're into the vampire stuff or the horror, sorcery stuff like that, this would be a good book to read.
Yeah, it seems like his storyline's been going on for a few issues. And so it'd probably be a good one to pick up sometime, just for it's another fun read.
Yes, and that's what comics should be. I mean, some of these comics are taking themselves too seriously, but comics are supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And that the Hulk was fun and violent, and Vampirella was fun and violent. Plus, you have a sexy costume.
Oh yeah, we got a little going on there.
So.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, it's kind of weird how they even show her costume giving her little going up her butt crack a little bit. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that before in a Vampirella.
Because she's almost getting a wedgie there.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looks photogenic. I mean,
yeah,
the picture,
the
art is really, the art is really
realistic
on this thing. And she's holding an apple.
The cover is anyway.
Yeah,
the inside's typical art.
So I don't know if she's supposed to represent Eve. Biting the apple because she is biting the apple, so some kind of symbolism going on, religious symbolism going on in there.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, since Cain's, the farmer, and
but this isn't a bad book to pick up, even though it's part of the storyline, because they do go over the origin of Cain and where he came from, and how, well, at least their intake of how Adam and Eve came about and all that stuff. Yeah. And then also there's a brief origin of Vampirella as well. You don't get confused. That's a good thing about this book, is that you can pick it up even though it's in the middle of a storyline. You can tell what's going on.
Yeah.
And
they're following an old Marvel rule, at least to some degree, let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
At least by maybe not on the first. I know a lot of Marvel do a recap page nowadays, but this one, I mean, by the time I got into reading the story, and then, I wasn't confused at all by the end of it, so it wasn't like you get.
So that's a good sign. That's good writing. That's good writing that does that, and good artwork that can tell the story, and not get people confused. and not have to worry about. I mean, I always recommend getting the ones before it, but you still don't need to pick up number 10 and enjoy it. So anyway, we recommend it, and thanks for watching.
Another thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up.